Today we're going to be talking all things Snif. And if you don't know Snif, which you probably do, they were co-founded in 2020 by Phil and Brian. They're one of my favorite fragrance brands for the fact that they are always creative, innovative, and pushing the bounds when it comes to fragrance. They're also a clean fragrance brand, and they also pride themselves on having affordable fragrances. They also do have a secret menu, so it's basically Snif's brand, but it's where they test some of their more innovative fragrances. I currently own 10 full bottles of Snif fragrances with one body mist, but I've owned quite a few over the time. But today we're going to be focusing on ranking my current collection. By the way, if you're ever interested in any of these Snif fragrances, you can use my code LIZ10 at checkout. Enough yapping, let's get into it, and let's start with my least, working all the way up to my number one. And these rankings are going to be based on my personal opinion. There's nothing wrong with any of these fragrances, no matter if it's at number 10 or number 1. These are all loves, and they're in my collection for a reason. In 10th place, we have Hotcakes. This is Snif's version of a fluffy, warm pancake fragrance, and it is just that. Snif does gourmand fragrances and innovative notes so beautifully, and they knocked it out of the park when it comes to this fragrance. There's a pancake accord here, melted butter, maple syrup, sugared musk, berry compote, and so much more. It is not too syrupy where you're just gonna walk around smelling like maple syrup. You truly do get the fluffiness from the pancakes, and that sugared musk really just makes this so wearable. I've always wanted a fragrance that smelled like pancakes, and this is the only one I'll ever need. Speaking of hotcakes, I have the Body Mist Berry Styles that was actually launched in collaboration to basically act as a topping for your pancake. Berry compote is really amazing. It is a nice juicy berry scent, and I did end up having extra whip, and there was a like chocolatey body mist that also was launched with this fragrance, but I ended up only keeping this one because this is the one that I wore the most. I like to layer these two, and I also really like to layer this with Crumb Couture, another fragrance that has a berry note, or just anything where I want it to be a little bit more sugary and berry-like. In 9th place, we have Wow Factor in collaboration with Professor Perfume. This is a gorgeous, sophisticated fig neroli fragrance. This is so spring coated and really does smell so romantic. I think this was her wedding day scent, and you can just feel how delicate and tender and romantic this fragrance is. The fig here is ripe and juicy. It's also accompanied with a rose and neroli that really just add to this sensual floral goodness. It almost feels a little velvety, but also light and airy. It's not too sophisticated that you can't wear this as an everyday signature scent, but it also is sophisticated enough for a special occasion. I like to think of this as getting married in spring in a botanical garden to your first love that's just so innocent and so pure. Absolutely gorgeous, and even better on skin. In 8th place, we have the iconic Crumb Couture. This is a part of their secret menu scent, and this took the internet by storm because this is a berry croissant fragrance. It's so delicious, mouth-watering, yet so wearable, as with every Snif gourmand. I feel like I was kind of late to the party when it came to this one, but as soon as I got it, I definitely understood the hype. They even have this one in laundry and body care, so it's definitely well loved. This has croissant, wild berry pastry, and just like lots of jammy berries. And while I don't find the jammy berry aspect to be super prominent, I definitely get a flaky, golden, yummy pastry. But then there's also toasted vanilla and sandalwood, so it feels grounded and, like I said, wearable. And when I want to play up the berry aspect, I just add berry styles to it, and it is perfect. In 7th place, we have Sweet Tooth, another secret menu fragrance. This one is so nostalgic and amazing to me because this is supposed to be reminiscent of a sugary watermelon candy. It's soft and sugary, youthful and nostalgic, but also, again, wearable. With every Snif fragrance, no matter what the intention or the innovation, it is always going to be wearable. It smells like opening up a fresh pack of Sour Patch watermelons and eating the entire thing. There's watermelon, raspberry, sugar, and violet, and it really is so mouth-watering. That raspberry here adds that nice juicy tartness, and the watermelon here is one of the most well-done watermelons I've smelled in a fragrance. And it's that nice gourmand that makes you feel edible, but not sticky and weighed down. Speaking of sticky, this is Naughty Nona, another secret menu fragrance. This is a gourmand, and when I tell you they knocked this one out of the park, oh my gosh, every time I smell this, I'm just truly amazed at the artistry behind Snif. This is supposed to be reminiscent to grandma's secret recipe cake that she brings to all of the family holidays. There's candied ginger, there's prunes, there's walnuts, vanilla glaze, cake, and it is pure perfection. And listen, coming from someone who doesn't really like orange or fruit cake type of scents, this is incredible. Not only does it smell amazing out of the bottle, but it smells even more delectable on skin. I get so many compliments when I wear this. It is perfect for those cooler weather months, but it's not too sticky or weighed down as you might think. I like to say that this is like a pound cake soaked in the most amazing high quality rum that has candied ginger and candied orange all throughout, and then healthily drizzled with the most beautiful vanilla bean glaze. This is one I recommend recommend to everyone, especially if you like that Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana type of scent, or anything citrusy gourmand that's not overly citrus and just won't turn you away. This is a must-have, definitely one of my favorites in my collection. Speaking of one of my favorites, Alex Elle and Snif always get together and create amazing fragrances, and this is the second in the line of those fragrances. This is Gentle Reminder, and this is literally a dream fragrance. Like, the notes on this are something I would come up with and only dream of. This fragrance not only has milk froth, date sugar, black tea, but it also has purple ube. Ube is one of my favorite flavors and things ever, and they nailed it in this fragrance. Oh my gosh, this feels like floating on a lavender colored cloud while you're sipping an ube latte that was sweetened with homemade date syrup with a nice sweet cream cold foam on top. You guys, I'm genuinely so obsessed with this. Another one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. So unique, so well done, especially with that ube. The black tea and the Palo Santo here really just help this feel a little bit more grounded. But this is such a whimsical scent that you don't want to feel grounded. You will absolutely be in the clouds when you wear this. Perfect for when you want to feel cozy. I think it will be great for fall, winter, even spring. In fourth place, we have Vanilla Vice, which is actually the first fragrance by Snif I've ever owned. And for me, this smells like a super caramelized homemade vanilla waffle cone with a vanilla bean ice cream on top. Oh my gosh, this fragrance feels absolutely exquisite. It feels so niche. This is my favorite caramelized vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled. From the Escapade Gourmands to the Monte Casanades, this one is just like that girl. This one is the best of those. And when I tell you this gives me so many compliments, it's actually insane. I bought this when I went to go visit my friend, and when we went out, we both sprayed this on. She got tons of compliments, and so did I. This has an ice cream accord, vanilla, jasmine sambac, orchanox, and so much more. It's sexy, it's sugary, it's sweet, it's so well balanced. This is an absolute need in your collection. As soon as the cooler months start rolling around, this is what I'm pulling out, and this dent just doesn't lie. Speaking of Creme Couture, in third place we have Creme Couture Almond, and this is what dreams are made of. I have always loved an almond croissant and wanted to smell like one especially, and we finally have that in fragrance form, and it is pure perfection. This is a gourmet, flaky, golden, buttery croissant filled with almond frangipane, topped with more almonds and powdered sugar. This is so mouth-wateringly delicious. The first day that I wore this, my fiance was obsessed with it. He said I smelled absolutely amazing. He could not stop complimenting me, and he said that it smelled like it was just coming off of my skin, like it was radiating, almost like I was the baked good. There's almond cream, croissant, powdered sugar, buttery musk, and for me, this really just took Creme Couture and took it up to a whole nother echelon. This was a love at first sniff, an absolute obsession, and it has me so excited for anything else that Snif has to come. Oh my gosh, when I'm telling you these top 5 are ones that you really truly need in your collection, I really would say these top 6 are ones that you absolutely need to join your collection. Whether you like the original Creme Couture or you didn't, whether you want to smell like an almond croissant or you don't, whatever it is, you need to try this. In second place, we have Heal the Way by Alex Elle, one of the fragrances that truly made me fall in love with Snif. Ooh, every time I smell it, it feels like the first time. This never gets old to me. I swear, Alex Elle and Snif needs to just create a whole line that is just her creations. I remember seeing this so hyped up online, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I just finally have to get it. I blind bought it at Ulta, went home and smelled it, and I absolutely understood the hype. This was dubbed a hug in a bottle, and it is literally the best hug, the best coziest healing fragrance I've ever smelled. You can tell that the intention and artistry was there when making this. This is a little bit TMI, but we're all girls here, and when it's my time of the month, I'm running to put this on. It immediately soothes my senses, makes me feel better, it makes me feel so much comfort. And this was actually released around the time that the pistachio was all the hype, and I was kind of just like, why do we need another pistachio fragrance? But this is the queen of pistachio fragrances. This has a smooth pistachio cream, Palo Santo, vanilla absolute, musk, divana, and so much more. I think this personally is the best pistachio fragrance I've ever smelled. This smells like you are getting the most high quality pistachio gelato from your favorite gelateria, and they just finished burning like a Palo Santo incense. It is true perfection, and I'm just truly obsessed. I will never be without this in my collection. This is truly a spiritual experience because, like I said, every time I smell it, it feels like the first time, and it's only gotten better and better with time. And at number 1, we have Rose Era in collaboration with Honey McMichael. This fragrance is one of the best fragrances in my collection. This is truly what I want to smell like every single day, or like the best version of me wants to smell like. This is truly one of the best fragrances in my collection. It is true perfection. collection. So feminine, so pink, and just nothing out there like it. It is a soapy, clean, fruity rose fragrance, and no one's doing it like this. Oh my gosh, this feels like a dream when smelling this. Another fragrance that has notes that you could only imagine and dream of. This has rose, strawberry, clean laundry, soap, ambrette, saffron, and so many other notes. Monet and Snif absolutely killed it. Another person who can get back in the studio with Snif, please. If you've ever wanted a soapy, clean, rose, pretty pink feminine fragrance, look no further because your collection will be complete with this. The Pilates Princess, the Coquette Girl, the soft feminine era girl, the Lover Girl, the Rose Girl, like literally anyone and every woman will love this fragrance. This absolutely thrives in spring and summer as well, but will absolutely work for any occasion and season. A gorgeous, ethereal, pretty fragrance, and it is at number 1 for that very reason. This is something I could wear every single day. I actually have to keep myself from wearing this every single day, and it is so signature coated. I actually kind of want to make it my signature scent. So those are all of my Snif fragrances ranked from 1 to 10. Please let me know your rankings in the comments. Again, if you want to try any Snif fragrances, you can use code Liz10 at checkout. Also want to know which brand I should rank next. I'm definitely thinking Brown Sugar Babe. And if you want to see more fragrance content, definitely be sure to follow me at Liz Snifs on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll smell you later.